AFTV, Lee, very disappointing. You said to me before the game, you think if we don't win today, we won't get top four. Are you still sticking with that, or?
Yeah, I'll still.
Do you just still think you looked a bit angry when you was telling me that? So maybe, but it's a big setback, isn't it?
A massive setback. Been let down today. Been let down. The fans have been let down today. I will say this, it started from the manager, the way he set up the team today. That put us into a position that.
In what way?
Well, just we was negative. It's negative team. Set out at the stall of like we weren't going to go and win this game. And I look at it, we're a completely different animal, Robbie, away from home to we are.
Why is that? I want to ask that question. Why is it that we are so good at home, only lost one game at home all season in the league, 10, 11 consecutive wins at home in the league, but yet so when we go away, we're just like a shadow of that team.
Because because you've got to defend a bit better than what we do. The goal was an embarrassment today from a defending point of view. But also, Robbie, the work rate. I watch Arsenal at home. The work rate from Lacazette onwards is unbelievable. I comment about that all the time. Today he strolled about. So today he was, And as for Aubameyang, when he come on, what was he doing? All he done was advertise his gloves, because that's all he done today, because he just strolled around there, got pushed off the ball. The half of them here, I've got to ask the question, do they want to play Champions League football or do they want to play Europa League football? Because I look at Everton today, they're playing for nothing. What are they playing for? Their pride, right? And they wanted it more than our players. They wanted it more than our players. And you have to ask a question, why a team that's going to get nothing from a result, apart from a few more higher points or whatever, that wanted it more than a team that can get Champions League football? That's the question you've got to ask. And it was poor.
Was the manager wrong to not start Ramsey today?
Oh, well, this is what I'm saying, Emery gets it spot on at home. I really do. I think he gets it spot on home. Today, this is a game when you want a Wobie to play, because when you're under pressure, what do you need? You need someone that's going to pick the ball up and run 20, 30 yards with the ball. He can do that. Mkhitaryan can't do that. So we leave him out. You have to ask the question. I'm not going to go blaming Emery too much, but the biggest question of all is, he gets a lot of stick. Mustafi was our best defender today. That says it all. He's our best defender. Monreal got rinsed. Absolutely rinsed by Richarlison and then Walcott. When he come on, I don't know why they took Richarlison off, because he was giving him an absolute torrid time. Absolutely torrid time. The manager proves that he was wrong by half time, by making the substitutions at half time, But we've all come up here today, Pickford, who's under a little bit of pressure, to say the least. He didn't even get a shot to save today. Not a shot to save.
Can we still? I know what you said to me before the game. Well, I know what you said to me during the game. I think it was half time. I know you were very angry when you said it. You're still a bit angry, but you've calmed down a little bit, right? Can we still get the top four?
No, not an hour away from. Not an hour away from. It's not good enough. We've got to go to an informed Leicester with Vardy. We've got to go to Watford now without Socrates, because he goes and does a stupid thing at half time on the halfway line. And I look at it. This is how I looked at it today. I said, we win here today, and then we beat Watford. We had a chance of going 5 points in front of Spurs going into the Palace game, because they had Man City. But we just tossed that away today. Now we're under real pressure. Like Chelsea will go above us tomorrow, dropping us into fifth. You know what I mean? And then we've got some real tough games away from Watford. I've told you that it ain't going to be easy. They're going to pile it on us. Like this, yeah. Of course they are. I'm nothing against Everton. You know what I mean? Today, I think Everton are a good side from the defence to the midfield, but they're powerless. If they had a striker today, if they had a decent striker, they win this game 3 or 4-0. You know what I mean? But they're a little bit toothless up front. But if they got themselves a decent striker, they've got a good chance of doing well next season. But we've got to go to Watford. I'm not being Watford have got a little bit more firepower than Everton, and certainly Leicester have. So it's going to be really tough. We've put ourselves to pressure now. The pressure puts itself on a home game. It's just a disappointing. You come here, you think like things are just starting to turn around, and you have to ask yourself, Rob, I'm going to have to say this: look at the performance against Spurs away from home. So they can do it. So what is it? Why can't they come to places like this and do it? Is it attitude or whatever? I don't know. And I'm going to say this about Emery. Everybody gives him a little bit of stick today or whatever. He had a side that he played against Tottenham. Everybody looks at it and thought, well, that's a bit negative and this and that, and it works. So at the end of the day, he puts a team out there, and it is the players that got to go out there and perform. And when you see it today, Everton players wanting it more than Arsenal players, that hurts. I don't, it's bad enough losing, Robbie, but lose with grace, lose with class, and go down fighting. But they wanted it more than us, and that's what hurts me today more than anything.